Fire Godzilla vs Anaconda. Who would win? Battles in different locations globe. Hey there, folks, have you ever found yourself pondering some of life's biggest questions? Like, who would win in a battle between Godzilla and an anaconda? Yeah, I know, it sounds crazy, but stick with me. Today, we're diving deep into this wild hypothetical showdown, pitting these two legendary creatures against each other across various terrains. So grab your favorite snack, get comfy, and let's jump right into it. Godzilla burst onto the scene in 1954, starring in his own Japanese film that became a global phenomenon. Originating as a metaphor for nuclear destruction, he's since become an icon in pop culture, smashing his way through cities and battling other colossal creatures in over 30 films. So, what's he packing? Well, Godzilla stands towering over 300 feet tall. Imagine stacking the Statue of Liberty on top of itself a few times. He's got massive dorsal plates running down his back, a powerful tail that can level buildings, and let's not forget those thunderous footsteps that shake the ground. But his pièce de résistance? The atomic breath. This devastating beam of radioactive energy can obliterate pretty much anything in its path. He's not just brawn, though. Godzilla has incredible durability, shrugging off missiles and bombs like they're nothing. And if he does get hurt, he's got regenerative abilities to heal up in no time. Basically, he's a walking natural disaster. On the other side of the ring, we have the Anaconda, the heavyweight champ of the snake world. Specifically, we're talking about the green anaconda, native to South America's Amazon and Orinoco basins. These snakes are absolute units. They can grow up to 30 feet long and weigh over 500 pounds. That's like having a school bus made of muscle. With their olive green skin patterned with black spots, they blend seamlessly into the murky swamp waters. Anacondas are master ambush predators. They lurk beneath the water's surface, with just their nostrils poking out, waiting for the perfect moment to strike. When prey comes close, they spring into action, using their powerful bodies to constrict and subdue even large animals like caimans and jaguars. In water, they're swift and agile, true aquatic assassins. Alright, here's how we're rolling. We're setting up 4 epic battle scenarios in different locations: the jungle, the city, the ocean, and the desert. We'll weigh in on each creature's strengths and weaknesses, consider how the environment plays into their abilities, and speculate on how the fight might play out. It's all about mixing some logical thinking with a hefty dose of imagination. So, without further ado, let's get this showdown started. Our first battleground is the lush, dense Amazon rainforest. Picture towering trees, thick undergrowth, winding rivers, and the symphony of wildlife sounds all around. The air is thick with humidity, and everything is teeming with life. Home sweet home for the anaconda. The jungle is where it thrives. The dense foliage offers perfect camouflage, and the network of rivers and swamps provides ideal hunting grounds. The anaconda knows every nook and cranny, making it the ultimate stealth predator here. Godzilla, on the other hand, is a bit like a fish out of water in the jungle. His massive size makes maneuvering through thick vegetation a hassle. Every step could bring down trees, and subtlety is not exactly in his playbook. The cramped environment could limit his movement and make him an easier target. So, imagine Godzilla trudging through the jungle, trees snapping underfoot like twigs. The anaconda senses the vibrations and sets up an ambush near a riverbank. Hidden beneath the murky water, it waits for the perfect moment. As Godzilla approaches the water's edge, the anaconda strikes. It lunges out, attempting to wrap itself around Godzilla's leg. For a smaller creature, this tactic would spell doom, but Godzilla is no ordinary prey. Godzilla might feel the constriction and let out a roar that shakes the canopy. He could try to shake the anaconda off, and if that doesn't work, perhaps unleash his atomic breath downward. The intense heat and radiation could force the anaconda to release its grip. While the anaconda has the element of surprise and home advantage, it's simply outmatched by Godzilla's sheer size and power. Even in its own backyard, the anaconda can't deliver a lethal blow to such a colossal opponent. Godzilla likely walks away with minimal damage. Next, the urban jungle. Picture a sprawling metropolis with glittering skyscrapers, bustling streets, and neon lights flickering against the night sky. This is Godzilla's playground. He's been toppling cities since the 50s. The grid layout offers clear paths, and the buildings provide both cover and ammunition. His towering presence instills fear, and he's in his element, causing large-scale destruction. The anaconda is way out of its comfort zone here. The concrete and steel environment lacks the natural cover it's used to. However, The city's sewer systems and subway tunnels could offer some routes for stealthy movement. As Godzilla makes his grand entrance, buildings crumble, and panic ensues. The Anaconda, having entered the city via the waterways, slips into the underground sewer system. It navigates the labyrinth beneath the city streets, searching for an opportunity to strike. Emerging from a storm drain, the Anaconda spots Godzilla's massive form. Maybe it tries to climb a skyscraper, hoping to launch itself onto Godzilla from above. Ambitious, but scaling a building is no easy feat for a snake. Even if it managed to get up there, the chances of doing significant damage are slim. Godzilla might not even notice the Anaconda's attempts, or he might swat it away like a pesky fly. In the city, Godzilla dominates. The environment amplifies his strengths and diminishes the Anaconda's. There's little the Anaconda can do here, making this another decisive victory for Godzilla. Time to take the fight underwater. Imagine the vast expanse of the open ocean, with depths plunging into darkness, schools of fish darting about, and the mysterious quiet of the deep sea. While anacondas are excellent swimmers, they're freshwater creatures. Saltwater isn't their jam. The ocean's immense depth and pressure are also well beyond anything they've evolved to handle. Godzilla often retreats to the ocean depths between his city-stomping adventures. He's perfectly at home underwater, swimming with surprising agility for his size. The ocean is practically his fortress of solitude. The Anaconda, uncomfortably adjusting to the saltwater, finds itself struggling. Meanwhile, Godzilla cruises through the depths with ease. If the Anaconda attempts to engage, it faces significant challenges. The pressure at certain depths could be crushing, and its ability to swim in open water is limited. Godzilla could detect the Anaconda and, if bothered, might unleash his atomic breath underwater, creating massive steam explosions and shockwaves. In the ocean, Godzilla is unbeatable. The Anaconda's disadvantages are too great, and it can't effectively fight or even survive for long. This round clearly goes to Godzilla. Last but not least, let's venture into the arid expanse of the desert. Picture endless dunes, scorching temperatures, and not a drop of water in sight. The sun beats down relentlessly, and the landscape is barren. This is a nightmare scenario for the Anaconda. The extreme heat, lack of water, and sandy terrain make it nearly impossible for a snake adapted to humid, aquatic environments to function. Movement is sluggish, and dehydration is a serious threat. Godzilla isn't exactly a desert creature, but he's more adaptable. Extreme temperatures don't faze him much, and the open terrain allows for unrestricted movement. The Anaconda might try to find refuge under the sand or in the shade of a rock formation. But with temperatures soaring and no water to regulate its body, it's fighting a losing battle against nature itself. Godzilla trudges across the desert, perhaps on his way to a more hospitable environment. He might not even notice the Anaconda, or if he does, he may consider it insignificant. If the Anaconda musters the energy to attack, it's unlikely to make any impact. Here, the environment is the Anaconda's downfall. The desert conditions are simply uninhabitable for it, leading to its defeat without Godzilla needing to lift a finger. Another point for Godzilla. So, after weighing all the battles, what's the verdict? It's pretty clear that Godzilla is the reigning champion in these scenarios. Godzilla's immense size, strength, and array of abilities make him a nearly unstoppable force. His adaptability across different environments only adds to his dominance. The Anaconda is a formidable predator within its own domain. Its stealth, power, and hunting skills make it a top-tier creature in the jungle. However, when up against a being like Godzilla, it's simply outclassed. Environmental factors play a huge role in these battles. While the Anaconda excels in the jungle, even there, it can't overcome the massive advantages Godzilla holds. And there you have it. While it's fun to imagine these epic showdowns, it's important to remember that we're comparing a real-world animal to a fictional monster designed to be virtually unbeatable. The Anaconda is impressive, no doubt, but Godzilla is on an entirely different level. So, the ultimate winner is... Drumroll, Godzilla. Thanks for sticking around for this wild ride. If you enjoyed this video, make sure to smash that like button. It really helps the channel out. Don't forget to subscribe and hit that notification bell so you don't miss any of our upcoming epic showdowns and fun content. Got your own ideas for legendary battles or topics you'd like us to dive into? Drop them in the comments below. I read every single one. And stay tuned, because next time we'll be exploring what would happen if a T-Rex took on a pack of velociraptors in a prehistoric showdown. Until then, stay curious, keep imagining, and I'll catch you in the next video. Peace out.